Go on, get him on that treadmill, you got to.
West Ham Fan TV inside the Liberty Stadium with a special guest, Super Johnny Hartson. How you doing, John?
I'm good, boys. Yeah, good. Not the best game in the world. A bit of a boring 0-0, wasn't it? But as I said, I think West Ham will be delighted to have gone away with a point, to be honest, to come here to Swansea. I know Swansea not having a great time of it at the minute. A proper full-strength squad, I think West Ham would come here today and put a better show on. Do you know what I mean? I thought no Lanzini, no Payet, no Carroll.
You're making me cry, John. Don't.
No Moses, no Reed. I thought the back two today, especially Collins, was a rock.
Immense.
Yeah, so it was difficult. You had Jelavic, who made his first start of the season today for you, up there. Looked a little bit sort of... because he hadn't played a lot, obviously, he wasn't a major, didn't really have a threat, you know, until Valencia come on and got a few shots in for you. From a Swansea point of view, dominated possession, 73% of the ball, only 2 shots on target. The disappointing thing from their point of view is West Ham, I think, were there for the taking today with all their injuries. But a couple of positives for Swansea, you know, a clean sheet, and obviously they haven't been beat, but wasn't a great spectacle really. Swansea, West Ham, 2 good passing teams, but never really happened today. So I suppose both teams were reasonably happy with the point.
Yeah, I think for us it's 3 0-0s in a row now. Right. We're lacking goals. John, get your boots back, mate.
I don't know about that, boy.
We need you.
I've got so much metal work going on in my head at the minute, but no, it was interesting because Ian Wright was doing the commentary 6:06, and I remember about 16-17 years ago, it was actually me and Ian Wright were your front two for West Ham. So no, they'll be okay when they get a couple of players back. Obviously, you had a big blow. Andy Carroll pulled out 2 days ago with a groin, so hopefully he won't be out too long.
And it's a shame because Andy Carroll always seems to play well against Swansea.
He does, and I think we had a stat. I think he had 5 goals last year. 3 of them came against Swansea, something like that. My co-commentator was giving me the stat. So you missed him today. You missed his physical presence up there, and as I said, Jelavic is short of games, but he kept him on. So I think by keeping him on, he would have got a bit of fitness out of today, Jelavic. So you might be thinking of using him again next week.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just quickly, John, let's talk about Swansea this season. Obviously, you lost your manager, Gary Monk.
Yeah.
Who would you like to see come in?
Well, I think Gus Payet. Payet has been mentioned. I quite like Gus. I know him personally. I think he'd be a good manager for us. Did a really good job at Brighton. Not so good at Sunderland. Vast experience. Was a great player. I'd like to see somebody like him coming in. I know they've been linked with some of the South American managers. I think the chairman's been over there this week talking to different managers. But it's important that they get the right one here at Swansea. You know, the chairman's made some great decisions over the years with the likes of Roberto Martinez, Brendan Rodgers, Gary Monk did exceptionally well last season. So I don't think they'll rush into an appointment. Although the fans want to see an appointment as quick as possible, I think it'll be good for the team. But it's important as well to get the right one. You don't appoint the wrong guy panicking, thinking, well, after 6 months then he's got a 3-year contract, have I done the right thing here by appointing this guy? So I think trust in Hugh Jenkins, trust in the chairman, because predominantly over the last 10 years here he's got almost, well, I would say every decision spot on, even the one to get rid of sack Gary Monk, because it's Gary Monk's issue that we're in this position. You know, while he was in charge, we won 1 in 11. That's relegation form. So as disappointed some fans were to see Gary Monk go, he has to take responsibility as well for the results on the pitch.
Definitely. John, just before we go, I'm hoping I'm a bit safe to say this. The Euros next year, England, Wales. Yeah. You happy with the draw?
Well, I think England are a bit more worried about us than what we are of them.
I was going to say, do you think Wales can cause an upset and get a draw with England?
I think. Well, obviously we.
I know, John, look, John.
No, but I just think with the draw. I think it's great. I think the England and Wales is like a derby game. The players will know each other so well, won't they? Play against each other almost every week. We've got the superstar as well, Gareth Bale. It's very difficult to stop him when he's on song. He's unstoppable. He's got 4 goals today. Real Madrid have won 10-2. Might be causing a bit of But no, as I said, it's great. I'll be over there with the BBC as well, over at the Euros, doing the radio and the TV. So it's my first major tournament. We've waited 58 years to get there, so I think we can go and embrace it as well from a Welshman's point of view.
No, John,
England will be strong.
It's going to be a good tournament. It's good to see Wales, Ireland. Well, John, thank you so much for joining us, mate.
Great stuff.
Come on, you Irons. Well, you could do that, John. Cheers.